We continue on our Camp Countdown series. Today we're going to talk about the wideouts with wide receivers coach Ryan Partridge. Coach, thanks for taking the time. How you doing?
Thanks, appreciate it. Doing great.
Tell me about your group. What excites you about this collection of wideouts heading into the season?
Yeah, I mean they're a bunch of good dudes. You know, just they're hungry to learn. They all have different skill sets. They're great personalities, and just they're good people, which is awesome.
We've talked a lot about running the football in this offense. That doesn't mean there's not a role for guys that are going to be there to catch the football as well, huh?
No, absolutely. I mean, any successful football team needs to be able to run the ball, and likewise, pass the ball. So, we take pride in it too. Blocking on the perimeter, and it's all good. We're on board with it.
We're going to run through the guys in your room. You give us a little overview as to who we might see out there. But I wanted to start with three transfers that have come in at the top. Sullivan Brown, a guy that has experience, played at Penn State. What can you tell us about him and his addition to this roster a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I mean, first off, he brings such a maturity to the room and a pro mindset that is really good for our room. Unbelievable in the playbook already, knows everything. The MAs are few and far between for a guy that hasn't been here that long. He's got an incredible catch radius. He can run, just a great dude overall. So we're really excited and lucky to have him.
And then you've got Isaiah Holiness coming from San Jose State,
Yep.
George Johnson III from Michigan,
Yep.
RJ Brandon from Dartmouth.
Yep.
Give us some insight on those three guys.
Yeah, so first Isaiah from San Jose State. He was kind of like a slot back / running back for them. So he has a unique skill set. This is his first season really playing full time at wide receiver. He's an incredible route runner, and day by day he's making more plays. George, like I've told you before, he's the thermostat of the room. He's an incredible personality. He brings, in our room, the details and the technique, that Coach Kasula coached at Michigan, we are now coaching here, and he's a leader in regards to that and the details and fundamentals we do. He's a great route runner and kind of already knew how to do things, which really helped us progress. And then RJ, he's come along. He's also new, so we're getting him just involved in the playbook and just getting him going.
Let's go to the newer guys now that are here for the first time. Jaquan Gibson is a guy that we've seen in camp make some plays. What's the profile for a guy like him, and how does he get acclimated into this offense?
Yeah, I mean, Jaquan's doing it. He's doing an incredible job. He's such a strong kid, and pound for pound, maybe the strongest kid on the team, and which is unique for the wide receiver position. So that's going to give him a chance to play early here, and he's just got to lock in on the playbook. I mean, you've seen the incredible catches he's made. He's got all the skill set to play early here.
Where does the height come from on this core? I think a guy we saw in some role last year, but not a ton, was Michael Fitzgerald. But clearly it's evident when you see him on the football field that he's one of those guys that can go up and get it.
Yeah, Big Mike, he's got an enormous catch radius. And, we're really excited to have Big Mike. He's got to just keep working on the fundamentals and get going, and he's going to be a huge asset for us.
And another guy that can go up and get it, who's been here now over a year, is Onuma Dak. Does he have similar skill set as Fitzgerald? I mean, what are some of the things that are similar and different with those two?
Yeah, I mean, OD is, displaying great route detail right now. He's, such a great listener and a great learner. He can run, he can catch the deep ball, he can go up and get the ball, but he can also, go over the middle. So OD brings great skill set, all around. He's an all-around receiver, not just a, tall guy that can run. So he's going to be a big part of us too.
And I think for UMass fans, the name O.C. Johnson and Rico Arnold now are two that you're familiar with. Arnold was a transfer last year from Charlotte. O.C. really played every single game his first year here, was the team leader in receptions and yards. Tell us how they're progressing throughout the camp.
Yeah, so we're just getting OC back. He'll be back soon, and he's he's ready to roll, and just such a good dude. We need him back. And then Rico's just had a great fall camp. He's really bought into the offense and the receiving core, and he's being a great leader, and he's just got the playbook down, and it's on the field, it's proven. He's doing a great job.
Can you see a rapport for some of these guys developing with the quarterbacks? We know it's a rotation of quarterbacks at this point. There's no true one or two or three, but can you see that as the coach saying, hey, these guys are starting to develop a little bit of a rhythm with the guys throwing the football?
Yeah, it's just, when you get a new offensive scheme, a bunch of new coaches and a bunch of new techniques and fundamentals and plays, it takes time.
Yeah.
And as you can see, from spring to now, a lot of things have changed, and we're hitting on some connections that we need to.
Yeah. Two guys I forgot to mention. One being Isaac Ross, who we've seen in a slightly used role last year, and a guy that also was a transfer. And what have you seen from him in your time taking over this role? Yeah,
he's gonna have a role, and whether it's a punt returner or playing in the slot, he knows what he's doing. He's a very smooth athlete, and has a great focus on our fundamentals, and he's putting it on tape.
And the other guy there, Jameer Roberts. I just want to mention everybody here because you've got a deep room.
Got to mention Jameer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so everyone said that since he's arrived on campus, this is the fastest guy here. How can he utilize that skill set to translate to being successful on the field?
Yeah, I mean, to play college football, it's good if you can run, and Jameer can run. He can catch. He has good route detail. He's a good dude, so he's certainly going to be a piece of our offense.
Speaking of good dudes, I would be remiss if we didn't mention the old guy in the room, Melvin Hill, who's been around. What do you guys call him?
Unc.
As in uncle?
Uncle, yeah.
Melvin Hill, who's been here for, I think this will be his 6th year at UMass. I know he adds a lot of levity to that room. What else does he bring?
I mean, he's the heartbeat of the team, man. He's the heartbeat of the offense. He just such a great dude. In our offensive unit meetings, we share a little bit about ourselves, and his story was just so powerful, and it reached every single one of us in the room. And it's when Melvin Hill walks in the room with a smile, you can't help but love the guy. And is such a great person, great dude, great work ethic, good player. It's just, I can't say enough about Mel.
What excites you about seeing this team step onto the field September 3rd?
How hard they play. Every day we are just going so hard, and they're completely bought in, and we have just a great opportunity in front of us, and we have a good team.
Yeah. Coach, looking forward to seeing it. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Jay.